Hi there, my name is Jane Hay with Jane Hay Sales and Staging at the Real Estate Group. And I am a local residential realtor that helps buyers and sellers with all the real estate needs. We are also a little unique in that we provide free home staging for our sellers. And that's a big help for our sellers, and it also makes their house show a little better. We may stage the whole house, or we may just fill their voids. So if they got rid of their patio set in the backyard and they kind of need one to make it show homey, we bring that in and help them just fill that void wherever it may be. So you make the most money off when it shows, and it helps sometimes with up-to-date, keeping trendy things, maybe taking out someone's collection of cherished moments and putting a little greenery and a couple books in. So it's just kind of taking the personality out of someone's house, but still making it feel warm. So we feel that's a big perk for our sellers. And so we like to do that. We're here in our showroom today, which we'll show you a few pictures of. But basically we have 8,000 square feet of furniture, pictures, greenery, towels, outdoor patio furniture. So we are basically like a furniture store. We actually have people come in sometimes and say, is this a furniture store? Can I buy stuff? So that's what we do.
Hi, my name is Rex Horton, and I'm the Vice President of Fund Development for the Junior League of Springfield, and I'm here with Jane Hay. Hi. I am here to talk to her a little bit about the great work she does in our community and with the Junior League. So you've been with the Junior League of Springfield as one of our major sponsors, and actually a league year sponsor, for several years now. Tell us a little bit about how you got introduced to the Junior League and why you chose the Junior League to be one of your organizations you work with.
Yes, absolutely. So I actually, several of my good friends and clients, one is Janelle Veely, and the other one is Megan Swanson, and I had someone back here saying something, so my brain went squirrel. Anyway, they are very close friends of mine, and I know they've been super involved with the league for a long time, and anything they believe in, I feel like is always good to begin with. So they approached me, and a lot of our, I guess, philosophies intermixed. I know you guys are very involved with food insecurity, and I know that's one of your big things, and that's kind of one of my passions as well. And so in 2014, I helped start Titan Fuel, which is a food assistance program for the Ball Chatham School District. And a lot of people think, well, Ball Chatham, Chatham has all kinds of money. Why, people don't have food? But I think it's probably even scarier because they really don't want to admit that they need help because everyone's trying to keep up with the Joneses maybe. So you have kids that don't want to admit it and don't show it and probably have a little harder time asking for help. So we started a program that delivers bags to kids on Fridays. We fundraise, we pack. Our charity organizations in the community pack the bags, and then we put them in the kids' lockers or get them to the kids on Friday so that they have a little extra food over the weekend. Right now, we started that in 2014, and now we're doing 400 bags a week.
Wow.
So 400 kids are served a week, and we're not even touching what we need to touch. We're trying to get into the high school and do some grants and stuff like that because our high schoolers are just a little harder to touch than the small kids. They don't want to take bags home, and it's a little more embarrassing and stuff like that. So we're working on that. So yeah.
So food insecurity. So how did that sort of become an area of passion for you? How did you become aware of the need in the communities?
I think I've always had a passion to help those that aren't as fortunate as I am and other people in the community. So I'm involved in a variety of organizations to help underprivileged, underserved, but food insecurity I remember I had my husband's a football coach and he's a teacher, so I do hear a lot about the insecurities in the school district. But one of my best friends told me a story once about how she would go over, she was a teacher, and she'd go over to she went over to a kid's house to check on him on a weekend because she was a little concerned about him. And she got there and two kids were sitting on a mattress and they were eating out of a tub of butter. And that's because that's all they had in the house. And so it was kind of after that, and variety of stories that we would talk through as we would get together, that we kind of decided, we needed to do something. And then I aligned with Meredith Ferguson, who had come from out of town in Alabama, and she'd run a program. I knew how to get it done here, but I didn't know the program, and so she brought the backpack program to us, and we created it with a bunch of wonderful ladies and also with the United Methodist Church. So, yeah, it's a great program.
So in your time, working with Junior League and working with our work around food insecurity, and I know you read a lot of our newsletters.
Yeah.
What have we done that you've been the most excited about?
I love the food drives. So obviously those are great to get maybe just people that, don't understand the need. First of all, to provide the food. But second of all, it's just an awareness. Awareness is such a huge, part of it, because once someone becomes aware, then they're more likely to help. But if they're not aware, then it's just harder to deal with that problem on both sides, for getting the food, but also having people have, I don't say patience for it, but sympathy for the insecurity. So I think that's a big part of it as well. So you guys are just a wonderful organization, and everyone is so dedicated. It's been fun to watch you guys come into that. So
I guess my final question for you, as someone who's you're in so many different boards and so many things. What would you say to women in our community that want to get more involved in these sorts of things?
Well, that's another reason I think that the league is so important. Is obviously it's teaching, people that want to be involved in community organizations. How to teach them how to be on a board, and the importance in fundraising, and just kind of all the parts of that. Being on, I think probably currently 6 or 7 boards, and a variety of other ones in the past. It's important because there's so many people that I've been on some boards for 15 years, and maybe it's time to have some youth thrown in there, but sometimes you don't have people to step up. And so I think that that's important. What the league is just teaching people, the self-confidence to step up and help with that, but also what needs to be done and how it's done, and also just making great friends. So I see how you guys, get along and get together, and you guys all know each other, and I think that that's really important in the community. So.
Well, thank you so much, Jane, for
You're
sitting down
welcome.
with us,
No,
and we
you're
love
welcome.
talking to you about all the great work you're doing, and we just
Proud to be a part of it.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Awesome.
Thank you
so
very much for having me.
Yeah.
Thank you.